So today we're doing a straight hair install, but instead of using glue, we're gonna use tape.
And we'll show you the example of how the tape lays out. And now we're gonna shave the top off. Remember, we are going to create our guidelines around the head and make room for the new hair that we're gonna put on.
The other reason why we're using the tape instead of the glue is because this client has psoriasis, as you can see here, and we don't want to irritate that anymore with the glue. Once we put the tape on, it only will last a week to 2 weeks. This will give him some flexibility. Tape's still going to be a nice hold, at least in that week or two, but we're going to test this on him, see if the tape is going to be a better method for him overall. So now we're going to cleanse his scalp with alcohol. So we're going to use something like a sponge here. We make sure we use 99% alcohol, and this is going to get rid of any oils or anything built up on the scalp with his psoriasis. I will be a little bit careful, but we still want to make sure it's prepped for the bonding. All right, so now I'm gonna go into the taper. That way we know what we're blending into. Before we go any further, attach the hair, it's always good that we wanna put the fade in there first and also keep all of this bulk here to be able to keep that smooth and natural transition and blend into the hair unit.
Now we are going to be doing his line in the front. That's exactly where you're going to start. So a full-size tape will come like this. You're going to want to take that blue strip off of the tape. So now you're going to just want to set the tape down. Go ahead and grab your tweezers. You want to use that to help you guide that white paper off of the tape. And remember, with the tape, you're only going to need one layer. And with this one specifically, we decided to go across the head so we can complete the perimeter a lot quicker and not need too much of a big strip here.
So again, I'm gonna take the strip, follow the same steps we did before. Perfect. I'm gonna put the pressure on the outside, and then we're gonna peel this off so that tape is staying down as it should. Now we're removing the white line, because we don't need that to be there now that we have our guideline with the tape.
Remember that there is a label right here at the bottom. So that means that this is the back. You're then going to place it from front to back. We do not want any air pockets. We're going to go in and cut off the perimeter. Remember, you are going to use the tip of your shears, and you really want to see that at the edge of the membrane.
More so of a gliding motion rather than cutting to reduce the risk of cutting into the actual hair on top. So now she's saturating the hair because we're ready to layer it and make sure that we blend the top to his real hair. As you see, she has to add a lot of water because these units come in really thick. So we're gonna make sure we take our time, saturate everything evenly, and section off right where we need to layer. Now she's going through and just creating this guideline all across. This part is super important when it comes to layering and blending. So you don't want to skip this part and you don't want to rush through it. You want to really make sure we take our time. So after you use your scissors, you want to use the razor comb, and you want to make sure that you use the long side and not the short side. And basically, we're just softening the ends and getting rid of any blunt lines that you created with the scissors. Now she's going in and sectioning off this second layer.
So when it comes to cutting the unit, you really want to make sure you grab by section. You do not want to go in fully because it will look bulky. You really want to make sure that the hair is also super saturated so you're not cutting through dry hair. And what I'm doing here with the feather razor is just blending in the hair, allowing it to be texturized as it lays throughout with layers. And this is our finished look.